Hello my darlings, and welcome back to another summer video, and of course to my channel if you are a returning subscriber. And if you're new, please subscribe and follow me on Instagram and all that jazz. That will make me so happy. So today I am pretty much doing a part 2 of the video that I have already filmed and showed you, and this is more of a summer party, like summer night out kind of a video. So perfect for date nights, but also perfect for nights out with your friends during your vacation, for beach holiday at the resort, all that jazz. Anything that is evolving around nighttime, this is the video for you if you're searching for something like that. And to be fair, you guys know I'm a big fan of perfumes for the nighttime because I'm a little party animal and I love going on dates. So yeah, I just cannot stop myself. I have to make another round on this subject. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So let's say you are tired of all the new fragrances, you want something easy AF, what you already probably have in your collection. Then if you are like that, then go for this. This will never fail you for a night out. Men love it, women love it, that's it. Flowerbomb from Viktor and Rolf. Very powerful till this day, and it lasts all night. Beautiful fruit truly. It's quite dense, very sweet. I remember back in the day, I thought it had some zest and zing and it was a little bit like bubbly in the beginning. For me, it's straight up sweet at this point, but I still really like it. And I think if you don't want to get into niche, if you do not want to get into all the new releases, if you want something that will always pass the test of time, then Flowerbomb. And that's it, because it's very long lasting as well. So nothing to complain about other than, you know, to some it might be generic, but if you don't mind, then I think it's still good. Next one, I have this. If you want to be a Middle Eastern princess during your party or your meeting or your date, then go for this one. It's Kayali Elixir 11. I really like mixing it with other fragrances, but also I wear it on its own very often. It is red apple that gives you sweetness, but also some souriness. It is a rose, and it is patchouli and vanilla. And I love it. It is a very, very contemporary Middle Eastern scent. It's quite light. It does last, but it's not cloying at all. Very, very nice one. Lasting power, I would say it's moderate, so it's a projection, but for the price, I think it's not too bad. So Kayali Elixir 11, I highly recommend actually. Next fragrance that I have, I'm only testing the samples of it. Pretty much I sniff it almost every single day. And this is a fragrance that I have discovered in Milan during L'Accence. This is a fragrance that is just magical. It's a new release. And that is a brand that I have been a fan of for the longest time. And when I was able, because it's a family-owned business, and when I was able to meet the family in person, the daughter and the father, the owners, I was just so blown away and so humbled, especially because those people turned out to be one of the nicest people I met in my life, truly, truly. So incredibly kind and friendly. And I am, okay, let's cut to the chase. I am talking about Royal Crown. So if you guys do not know, the bottles are just exquisite. It's so bougie. And the fragrance I'm talking about today is called Nocturna. And Nocturna is considered amber vanilla fruity fragrance, but it does have some fresh aspects as well. you will have some fruits at the top, like peach and melon and lychee. Then you've got some sandalwood and florals. And then in the very base, you have ambergris and vanilla. And in general, I would tell you that this fragrance definitely is feminine. And, you know, all the notes suggest so. But because of that ambergris, it has that depth and oomph, and it's like slight androgynous touch to my nose, at least. It is absolutely phenomenal. I'm actually already wearing it on my hand, and it's been a long time now, and look how oily my hand is. With Royal Crown, I'm still testing the brand, and I feel like from what I've tested, there is no fragrance that doesn't last or isn't potent. They are all really beast mode, which is great because, you know, you're paying quite a bit of money for it, but you get the best craftsmanship and the best ingredients here. So I am so in love with it, and Nocturna is so good. Oh, and I remember talking with Nicoletta, the owner, at their booth about this fragrance, and I was just so intoxicated by her and the scent. It really reminds me of her, and she is that kind of a woman that you want to be. You know what I mean? When you look at her, you just want to be her. You want to dress like her, you want to look like her, and you want to smell like her. And I feel like this fragrance will give you that. It will give you that experience. When you wear it, when you wear Nocturna, I feel like everyone will want to be you. Every woman will envy you, and every man will want you. This is so intoxicating, in my opinion. It is very dark. It is mysterious. But also there's a lot of fruitiness and a lot of freshness to it, especially from that melon. You know, that melon kind of reminds me, but only the melon part, nothing else, okay? Don't get it twisted. A little bit of herba pura melon, but that's it, okay? Just that particular note. So you can imagine, but the whole rest is like pinky florals. If I were to compare this fragrance to a color, it would be dark pink. Yeah, that would be it. And even the bottle is like ombre, reddish, pinkish. So beautiful. I love this. I truly love this. I've tested it through and through, and now I can finally tell you that yes, it is Paulina approved. Adore the scent, and for nights out in the summertime it will be phenomenal because it's so sexy and dark. So yeah, the name says it all, right? I love Nocturna, one of my favorite scents that I discovered during Accents. So very happy about this. And don't look at Fragrantica to what people compare it to, because there is no fragrance that they listed, the people listed, that it reminds me of, like nothing at all. So yeah, that is Nocturna. Another one that I only have a sample of, and this is actually my third or fourth sample. And at very first, when I tested it, I gave you my impressions, and I was like, I don't really love it. But now something's changing, and I'm starting to really get what other people get from it. And I am talking about Guidance from Amouage. And of course, I wanted to love it from the beginning because I really wanted that bottle. Come on, it's so beautiful. But Guidance, to me, is like Delina mixed with nuttiness, quite a lot of nuttiness, and quite a bit of oriental touches. It's quite woody as well. And to be very honest with you, it doesn't smell that good on paper. I know I'm smelling it from paper, but you know, it will not give you justice. So You have olibanum, which is incense basically, and hazelnut at the very top with pear. But then you have a lot of rose and saffron. And that's where it started to get weird for me, that combination. But I'm starting to understand it. And I feel like the more I test it, the more frankincense, the olibanum, goes through on my skin, and I'm starting to love it. It's good. Okay, it's good. And even if I didn't like it, I would still highly recommend it, because this motherfucker is a beast. Okay, this lasts forever. This is unwashable. Super potent fragrance. So in terms of that, I think it's absolutely worth your money. If you love the profile, get it and don't think about it, because you will spend your money wisely, I feel like. You know, same case with Nocturna. Gorgeous lasting power, and here as well. So yeah, surprise, Guidance is on my list. But for nights out in the summer, I think it's perfect. Actually, a friend of mine, a YouTube friend from the community, Curly Scents, she wore it one day, and it smelled very like summery and beachy on her. So I think it will give you different experience on a different person. So in general, I finally approve Guidance. I must say I like it. So let's move on. Next I have Paco Rabanne Fame, the original. I know there are 2 new ones coming up. But this is the original, and at first I didn't really love it, but now I actually like it, and more so I do mix it with Olympia, also from Paco. Very good mix, actually. Try it. This is woody mango fragrance, and the more it sits on my shelf, the more it macerates, the better it gets, the more mango I get. Actually, even though it's completely not complex and a little bit artificial, I really do like it. It's sweet, but that woodiness tones it down a bit. So I think it's going to be absolutely perfect for nights out in summer. Even for summer heat, it actually might be wearable, because, you know, mango is very tropical and it does have a little bit of freshness apart from sweetness. So good one. I like it. Next one I have is quite dark, okay, and this to me is a little bit like a gourmandish version of Initial Rehab, and that is Mystic Warrior from Spiritum, and I discovered this brand in Milan as well. This is amber caramel. It's sweet. It is also quite vanillic in the dry down. It is honey, but it also has quite a bit of aromatic touches, because it has sage to it, it has balsamic notes, it has labdanum, it has coriander. It is so good. truly amazeballs. And the strength of this fragrance is phenomenal. Like, the whole brand is very in the middle when it comes to unisex. Doesn't really lean too much either way, and very spiritual, you know, so that sage, that olibanum will give you that spiritual vibe, which I love. But this one is definitely on the gourmand side from the brand, and even though it is sweet, I think it's perfect for summer nights, especially if you like something deeper. Highly recommend this. Next one I have, I know there's a love-hate relationship in the community with this brand, but I really like the fragrance, so you know what? I don't care. If you like what I like, you will surely like this, so I have to show it to you. This is from Soulja Boy, the rapper, yes. And this is Sboy for him. And I actually do know the perfumer behind it. She is a beautiful woman from Ukraine, so I'm always here to support. And she's so talented. This to me is a super long lasting fragrance. That's the first thing. And second thing is that to me it's actually even better of a version of Baccarat Rouge. It's like Baccarat Rouge, but with coconut, iris, and tonka. The best, like the best. Like, cause I love Baccarat Rouge, and imagine having it with coconut, iris, and tonka. You have it more powdery and you have it way more sweet and coconutty. At the very beginning, you will get some citruses, but on me, they evaporate fairly quickly, and I am left with that very gourmandish version of Baccarat. Powdery gourmand version. But it's still very appropriate for summer because of that, you know, blast of freshness at the very beginning. So I really love it. It lasts on me all day, all night. I love it. I truly, truly love it. And if I still have any discount code, I don't know if I do, honestly, I will let you guys know in the description box below. But check it out, because they do have some sales from time to time as well. So that is Soldier Boy. Next one that I have here is a Rouge Malkit from Armani. And even though I wear it all year round, I feel like for summer nights, this is phenomenal. Because it's like, you know, Alien, very similar, but with a lot of amber, a lot of tuberose, and sage. So it's a little bit aromatic as well, which, you know, sometimes bothers me for obvious reasons, because, you know, sage for me has a particular use in my house. But I really do like it. I feel like I love it way more in summertime than winter. Maybe that sage just matches me way better in the summer. So I only use it spring, summer. I don't really love it in winter. Also, it has quite a bit of ylang ylang, so it gives you that tropical vibe. So it's, yeah, just, this is a fragrance created for summer nights, in my opinion. Very good lasting power, terrible price, of course, but I still think it's worth it. You know, if you can get it on sale, then I would say get it. It's so nice, and it really does have good performance. All right, what do we have next? I have this from Designer. This is Mon Petit Robe Noire Intense. It used to be in a blue bottle. Now it's the new edition, and it is, you know, their regular color. And this is not as dark as the original at all. This is fruity, like berry fruit and candy cane. Yeah, just as I said, berries and candy cane. Really nice. It will be good for winter, but for me, those darker berries is more of a summer thing to eat, to have, to sniff. So this is a perfect night out fragrance for summer. In winter, I would wear it during the daytime because it's not as dense as the original at all. It is also very flirty sweet, and I really like it. I really, really like it. Good lasting power, moderate to strong projection. So if you haven't tried it yet, or you don't even know about it, then yes, there is a newer La Petit Robe Noire, and that is the intense version in bottle as such. So yeah, that is it. What do we have next? I have a couple more fragrances, so bear with me. Next one is from Navitus, and this is not in collaboration with anybody, anyone. This is basically their normal range, and that is the Oriental collection, so to speak, which comes in those taller bottles. And this is Paradis Exotique. And this fragrance, I feel like, is so underrated on YouTube, everywhere pretty much. Like, I don't see anybody talk about it, and it's such a shame because honestly, this is one of the better perfumes for summer. This is vanilla in the dry down, but it is so beautiful through and through. It is very fresh citrusy at the very beginning because you have grapefruit, you have other citruses, So you have that blast of sparkling freshness, but then you get a lot of rose and other florals, and then in the base you have beautiful vanilla and some woody tones. It is just so well made, and I must say it does have, even though it's a fresher scent and it's sweet, it does have quite a bit of like Middle Eastern impact here. It does have ylang ylang, and actually at the very top it also has ginger. So if you love ginger, then you will adore it. And there's tonka along with vanilla in the base. So good. My mom really likes it. Actually, she wanted it and I stole it from her. I promised it to her and I stole it from her. Now that I remember, and I feel so bad, but I want to use it. I'm sorry, Mom. Sorry, I'll borrow. It's fine. So yeah, Paradis Exotique. You have my discount code for Navitus, so use it. You will get quite a bit of money off with the code. Next fragrance that is just phenomenal. I love it. It is Khalil T Kryptonite. And this is like tonka, aldehydic, irisy paradise, truly. And don't even look at the notes. This doesn't say anything about the fragrance. This is so much better than the notes. It's kind of like with Kind Intentions, Maya fragrance. Don't look at the notes too much, because this gives you life. This is sweet like candy, sophisticated like Madame President. Perfection. This is perfect. Is it very sexy? I would say Nocturna is so much sexier, but there is still some sexiness here. It is fresh but very sweet and very, very sophisticated. So if you are looking for something sophisticated, sweet for nights out in the summer, then try Khalil T. I will be reviewing their second scent very soon, and I do have a code for the brand, so save some money and use it if you want to purchase. So that is Kryptonite. Then an oldie but a goodie. If it's discontinued officially, then it will be just an honorable mention. I'm very sorry, but I really love to use it in the summertime. This is Marc Jacobs Decadence, and this is my perfect evening out summer scent. No other time of the year to use it, in my opinion. Because it's so green, it can smell like dill sometimes, but it's also very ambery, and there's a lot of plum. So it's like fruity amber with greenness. I really like it, and it's very potent. I hope it's not discontinued, because it would be such a shame for the brand, because it's literally like the only good fragrance that they have. I said it, yeah, I said it. But yeah, I don't know. But if you have it, use it and abuse it during the summer evenings, because it's going to be phenomenal. Two more scents and we're done. We have J.U.S, and this is Andaluiza. And there is a mistake on Fragrantica. They called it Andalusia, just like the region in Spain. It is not Andalusia. No, not in Spain. South America, right? Sorry. I'm tired. It's so late. Sorry, guys. But it's not Andalusia. That's what I mean. It's Andaluiza. So that is that. And this is a lactonic, ambery, grapefruit, pomegranate fragrance. So good. I wasn't sure when I was testing it from samples, but when I got the full bottle, I am in love. It is phenomenal. It smells like a dessert, but also very sexy. So good. So good. To me, it's unisex, but it's so sweet that I think if you're a woman, you will not be bothered by its unisexness at all. It's fruity, again, milky, creamy, but also ambery and quite oriental. I love it. I love it. So that is Andaluiza, and of course with J.U, I do have a code as well. So check it out. This is literally the only bottle that I can tolerate from the brand, because I in general hate their bottles. I really do. They're not nice. But the scents are good and very, very potent. So yeah, it's worth having. Just hide it somewhere. That's what I do. I hide it like literally at the bottom of my shelves, because I just hate those bottles. Like, no, the cap, everything. No. But the scents are phenomenal. That I must say. And two last fragrances. The first one is Lancome La Nuit Trésor Intense, which is their cherry almond à la folie, basically, as I always say. And since this is basically replacing à la folie, then I highly recommend sniffing it. Okay, we're almost done. Next I have from Vivamor Cherry Prive, and this is nothing like Venom of Love at all. This is way less dense. This is way airier and way less sweet. So this is going to be perfect for summer nights. It is still potent, but not as, you know, oomph as Venom of Love, not as gourmand at all. You know what I mean. This is cherry and almond at the top, but I don't really get much almond. Mainly what I get is cherry rose, cinnamon, and then I get a lot of amber and cedar in the base. It's not a sweet scent. You do get a cherry, but it's not a sweet scent at all. It is actually quite savory. It is actually also considered a woody cherry scent, okay? So the almond is very much in the background. There's nothing too nutty about the scent. This is more of a cherry and woods. Very interesting creation. You do get a Middle Eastern touch here. It's not sweet again, so it's going to be very sexy and very interesting for people to smell it on you. So this one I highly recommend. And I think that's it, my darlings. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a long list, but I just couldn't help myself. And now you can have a nice rest from my voice and my face, and see you in my next one. Bye!